whatever you're struggling with, there's somebody else that's been through that path before
Exactly.
and pursue this full time. I didn't quite like how the setup was.
Hello, Mr. Hoskin. How are you doing today?
I am doing excellent. How are you doing?
I'm also doing fine. Thank you for asking. So, before we start this interview, why don't you just introduce yourself to our audience?
Sure. My name is Hoskin Antoine. I live in the area of Toronto, Canada, up in the Great White North.
Nice.
I've been actually working at I used to work, I was working for 10 years at a uniform company. And just recently became a full-time trader. But I've been learning how to trade now for the past 4 years.
All right.
And learning the skill, learning about the markets, trying to gain my edge. Actually, and just very recently, because of consistent dedication and determination, I was able to comfortably walk away from my job. So, and pursue this full time because of the great platform of FundedNext. You guys are just the best I've found so far.
Thank you, man. Thanks for your appreciation. So you have been trading for 4 years now, and you have finally become a full-time trader. So what's your favorite pair to trade?
Oh, I love trading indices. Indices, gold, and I love trading GJ and GU as well.
So it's been 4 years since you started trading. So do you remember your first trade?
Oh, definitely. Oh, yeah.
What was it all about?
The first one I trade, I think, was AUD/USD was the first time. So that one, it went okay. It was just all the adrenaline going, hey, I'm actually doing this for real. And I remember the first index I trade was NAS. And that was a little scary at first. Didn't do too well on that one because there were other things I had to learn about the market. But it all led to where I am today.
That's really amazing, and you have finally become a successful trader. So that all makes sense. So, what actually hooked you to start prop trading at the first place?
Well, one of my mentors, actually, a very good friend of mine, he actually is a professional trader as well, and he was saying, you know what, why not try going the prop firm route? Because I always wanted to go full time. So when you looked at, we always try to grow our accounts, but when the prop firm made themselves available, said let's take advantage of it. So the first one I went was FTMO. That's where I went first. But somehow the setup I didn't quite like how the setup was. So I kept looking, kept searching, kept going through different ones, looking at different criteria. Then I saw FundedNext, and I'm like, wow, just the whole approach and the true belief that you want your traders to win and to be the best prop firm out there. That's what drew me to it. The 15%, from the challenge phase, that was something big. And what even solidified it more in going through the process, you actually fulfilled what you said you were going to do. So that really just sold me completely. So I locked arms with FundedNext.
How has been your experience so far with us?
Oh, incredible. My guy, Tabit, he is the best. My account manager, he's incredible. 5 stars all the way. If I could give you 10 stars, I'll give you 10 stars.
All right. So how are you liking our communities? Are you in our Discord server?
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, the community is great.
Right.
Yeah, where everybody, you can see it's a community where it's all about development and growth, right? The whole goal is for everyone to become a better trader, and it's okay to be transparent, because one of the things that I found is whatever you're struggling with, there's somebody else that's been through that path before.
Exactly.
So it's really good to see, hey, wait a minute, I'm not the odd one out.
Yeah.
There's somebody else that's been through this road before, so it's okay. As you say, it's all a journey. We just take our time and we all grow together.
All right. As you just mentioned, growing together. So we also want to see how you grew through your strategy and how your strategy grew. So let's just watch it.
Sure, no problem. Just gonna share my screen. Okay, so basically, I use what's called the order block indicator and the stochastic RSI. So by using these two indicators, they are great help in assessing the market. Now, the order block, what it does, it just gives us a nice reference of where the majority of the orders are, where price reacts when it hits a certain price. And as you mark them up, you can see price keeps respecting these areas. Right? For example, now for those who are swing traders, you can use the daily, for example. And then I like to use this tool here, a rectangle. I block out this area. All right, if I were to switch candles here, okay. So if I were to use the replay tool, now already, as this is forming, if I were to go forward, you can see when the order block area is formed, that just gives you an area where price reacts.
Exactly.
Right? So all the biggest thing with this technique is just about patience and waiting. And once you're able to wait, you're able to see it. If I was to start playing it, so now we have a bearish order block here. It tells us when price is this area, it's most likely to sell, right? And then this area is a bullish. So when price gets here, we're looking for price to buy. So we have a range in this area. And to help confirm it, I use the stochastic RSI. Wait until the blue RSI crosses the orange in this area, as you can see. And when it goes into the oversold region and the candle confirms with a bullish candle, you enter for the buy. When I enter for the buy, you take that all the way to the next area. That's 80 something pips right there.
That's amazing. This strategy is kind of, from my point of view, this strategy is kind of a mixture of smart money concepts and at the same time some retail concepts as well. Because
correct.
Because the order block areas that you have just identified, the blue zones, it also replicates like a support resistance zone, right?
That's correct. That's correct.
And to refine your entry, to find that exact entry point, you are also using that Stoch RSI indicator, right?
That's correct.
All right.
So this tells us when it's oversold, you know, okay, I got to look for buy. So I have a checklist. So once the stochastic RSI is in oversold, I see it's in the bullish order block zone. Then the candle closes in the direction of our bias. Those three confirmations, it tells me, okay, it's time to get in for the buy.
All right. So which time frame are you mostly using? Is it that daily time frame only?
I love using the daily time frame to get the analysis, and for execution, I will switch down to the hour time frame.
All right. So I have seen traders who actually refine their bias based on the movements of daily candles. So has it ever occurred to you that the movement of daily candles doesn't necessarily match your system or settings?
Well, At times, but this is where the patience comes in, right? Is definitely patience is very important, because one thing I've realized is once you have I don't execute a trade or even look at it until I see price matches my confirmations.
All right, that's amazing.
Yeah, that is key. For example, like this is in the middle of the road. Where's that? It's almost out of oversold generally, but it's okay. If it's in the middle of the zone, it's okay. I wait. For example, this is an oversold, but I don't have a bullish order block to tell me that it's going to buy. So because it didn't meet my confirmation, it's okay. I don't have to trade it. I'll just wait.
This is one thing I try to tell all the traders around the globe, that the market isn't going anywhere. You still have time, and always try to stick to your strategy.
Yeah. Yes, that's correct.
All right.
That's correct.
So what's your average stop loss?
My average stop loss is generally about, say, 2%, 2 to 3% of my account.
Can you measure it in pips?
Oh yes, most definitely. Let me go to something. Let me go to a different pair. Say, let's go GJ, for example. So I have a share. So if here's my order block, and this one I'm taking it from, I wait until where the bearish order block is, that zone, this is where I would gauge for my stop loss.
All right.
Right? So in this case, it would be about right there. So if my bearish order block gives me a down arrow from here, and it matches with my overbought area, which is here, I put my stop loss on the last had a candle, because it's a daily candle. So my average stop loss will be anywhere from like 50 pips there, about 50 to 100 the most.
Don't you find it hard to maintain such stop loss in most of the cases?
Well, it's all about risk management, right? So what I do is, because I understand that this is the bearish, everything matches up. As when price leaves the zone, then I move my stop loss into break even. So no matter what happens, I don't lose any money on my account at that point, right? So
yeah. All right. So you were seeking your positions accordingly as well.
Yes, most definitely.
All right. So what's the most important thing in your trading strategy?
Patience, number one, and then when you're executing your trade, don't risk more than you're willing to lose.
Exactly.
That is a lot of times traders think about how much they could make. No, think about how much you could lose. If you're not okay with $100 risking $100 in your account, don't trade at your lot size is too big, or you don't have the right setup. So find the setup that matches your risk tolerance. That is essential.
All right. Apart from moving your stop losses to break even, what are the other risk management strategies that you're following right now?
The other ones is, well, first determining what lot size I'm going to execute before I take the trade. That's one. Another thing is, I usually do twin trading, right? And so in that case, I'll have, because of the smart money concept that I use, like for example, this area, since my bias is for price to touch this area eventually, what I'll do is I'll have two positions, one to 50% of where I want to go as a TP1, and then I close off that position and have the other one run in the meantime, and then move that stop loss into break even or into profit, and I just let it run until it hits my target area as a TP2.
So you are always trying to leave a winner, right?
Yes, because you secure the bag and have one to run, and I get out the trade once I see the RSI stochastic hitting the bottom region here where it's oversold. Then I know it's time to get out the trade because it's looking to turn around again.
Yeah.
That's another thing that I like to do as well.
As you just mentioned that to mitigate your risks, you calculate the lot sizes at first. So has it ever happened to you that you just instead of trading 5 lots, you just traded 50 lots by mistake?
Oh yeah, for sure. Because this happened when I was actually on a demo account, right? So my demo account, so I had a big account size. Everybody loves demo when it's $100,000-$200,000. You feel you're on top of the world. I put in 50 lots. I saw the trade moving. I'm like, yes, okay, great. I went on my live account, and this is my early days, of course. I didn't know that the last lot size you used, it's the same one that transferred over because I was trading from my phone. So when I went and I executed, it was the same 50 lot size of my live account. I'm like, no. So that was a great learning experience.
After that, have you ever made that mistake?
No, I haven't after that. That was so traumatic.
Yeah.
I always check before I execute a trade.
All right. As we have already reached the conclusion part of this interview, so would you like to share anything to our audience, for our audience or the FundedNext family?
Oh yeah. The only thing I like to share is that everyone just keep this. This is a journey, a lot of folks on YouTube saying, "Oh, you can just start this and you can make all this money overnight." It's not like that. The reality is, it does take work. It does take time. It does take hours of study. And the biggest thing is not so much the strategy by itself, but it's also your personality.
Exactly.
Because this trading journey, it exposes who you are. It exposes the type of person you are. So get true to yourself and develop a strategy that matches who you are. And with a team like with FundedNext, you can't go wrong. They have some great, it's a great community, not only of traders, but also of advisors as well. So let's just keep plugging away. It's okay if you had a loss in one day, it's all right. Just go back and says, where did I go wrong? And that's great with the platform. You can review your trades. You can review why you entered a certain trade and just keep readjusting until you get to the place where you need to be. So again, I'm so grateful for this FundedNext family and to everyone. And I just wish everyone the best, and let's grow together and make this the best trading platform in the world.
Kudos to that. And it's just traders like who inspires us in this journey, because at the end of the day, everything that we do, every rules that we're changing, every rules that we're developing, every action that we're undertaking, it's just the sole purpose is for the betterment of our traders. So when we hear this sort of appreciation, it really makes us really happy. So I just wanted to say that thank you for your time, and and it was really nice talking to you. And we're hoping to disperse you a good amount of profit in the upcoming days. So best of luck with that. So, and hopefully we're gonna interview you once again once you get your disbursement. So best of luck with that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for your time, and it was really nice talking to you. Thank you.
Same here. You're welcome. It's been a pleasure. Have a wonderful day.
We just interviewed one of our successful traders from Canada whose strategy is a unique mixture of retail and smart money concepts. Until next video, stay safe and take care.